Hey friends, welcome back to Foxy Finances. This is Claudine. I need to do some cash planning today, so I printed out a new sheet and I thought I'd walk you through it. You can help me decide if I like it. So, usually this is a one-page document for me. And I decided that I didn't really need it to be full size, so I resized it and put it 4 to a page. Now that I'm looking at it, this might actually just be too small for me to even read. But I'm going to cut it out. We'll give it a try. And I want to hear from you. Do you use a cash planner before you do your cash stuffing, or do you just kind of wing it? Because I used to just wing it, but I realized that I'm not really a wing it kind of girl. I'm really a planning kind of girl. So, all right, let's start. So this is what you do. This is what I do. If I'm going to do a cash stuffing, is I need to do a cash planning first. So you may have seen this. This is how I budget out each of my paychecks. So I just got paid yesterday. And let me just say, I love direct deposit. It is like magical when you just wake up one day and there's money in your bank account. I love that. Even though you have to work really hard for 2 weeks to get it or however long, it's just like the best feeling to wake up and then you don't realize it's payday until you're like fully awake. And then like all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, it's payday. Let me check my account. And then you go in and boom, there's money in there. I just love that. So anyway, this is my second August paycheck for the month. And these are all the things that I have designated to be cash envelopes for this paycheck. So let me just go through and I'll show you how I cash plan. So first I write down, this is the line here for envelopes, and then this is the total amount that it's getting. And then I do the bills that I might want to use. So 150s, 20s, 10s, 5s, and singles. So I start with gas for the car. I think it's 140. So I like to take that out in 100 and then 2 20s because I usually put it on the Costco credit card so I get the points. But then, well, I also get the points from my Costco card, but I use the Upside app to get cash back as well. And it's linked to that card. So that's what I do for the gas. But then I also keep like $20 to $40 in my wallet just in case I need to get gas and I don't have my card with me or, whatever. Okay, Chewy is for the cats. And I'm budgeting $55 for them this month. And again, that usually goes on the credit card, but I like to hold it off so I don't keep it in my account and accidentally spend it all. So I'll do 150 and 15. And then I budget some for Amazon. That's 50. So again, credit card, but we'll keep it cash out here. And then prescriptions, I budget, usually I budget 100, but this month I'm going to just try 50 and see how that goes. But I don't think I want to have a 50 in my wallet. So let's do 2 20s and a 10. I was kind of thinking about maybe I wanted all 10s, but that's probably not a good idea. It's going to make it too bulky. Okay, then my husband, for his haircuts and his gas, he gets all of it in cash. He gets 300. Okay, oops, I haven't been writing this. What did I say? Amazon gets 50. Oh, prescriptions gets 60. So we'll change this. Let's make it all 20s. So 3 20s. Okay. And then, okay, so my husband gets 300, and I usually break this up. I don't like to do hundreds for him. So let's see if we do, let me get the little calculator out here. If I take 300 and then I do 50s, I can do 50, 50, 50, 50. So that is 200. So minus 200 in 50s. So that would be 4 of them. And then I think I'll do the rest in 20s. So we divide that by 20, and that's 5. So 5 20s. This is, the math is on this 300 is where I usually go off the rails. So I had to use the calculator. And then groceries is the last one, and that gets 400. Whoops, I skipped over household. Okay, let me write this down. House also gets 50, and I do like to have a 50 for that. Groceries is 100 per week. And so I usually break that out into smaller bills, but I feel like this time I want to do 50s. So I don't think I want two. Do I want two 50s for each one? Let's see. If I do 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, I'm going to start with 8 50s, and then I may readjust this later. So that's what you do, and then you can add up the total here just to make sure. I know it's going to be 1055, but we'll just do it anyway. So 140 plus 55 plus 50 plus 60 plus 300 plus 400 plus an additional 50 equals, so that's right, 1055. And then I also transferred over to this, so we're done with that. Transferred over to my cash breakdown slip, so I can fill this in. I usually do it after, but we can do it at the same time. So I know the total is going to be, whoops, I don't want to use the thick side. Do I? Maybe. Okay. No, not for this one. So I know the total is going to be $1,055. All right, and then let's go see what we need. So we need one $100 bill. That's easy. We need, oops, I should probably make this 100 here. And then I'm going to put the 1. So we need 50s, 1, 2, 8, that's 10, 15. Whoops, 15 50s. So let's do 15 times 50, and that's 750. And then we need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need 10 20s. So 20 times 10 is $200. We don't need any 10s, and we only need 1 5, and that's obviously 5. So if you add up these totals, this should equal the 1055. So let's just do it. So 100 plus 750 plus 200 plus 5 equals 1055. Cool. Then the last piece of this puzzle is to transfer all of this over to my cash breakdown slip. And I take this to the bank and I give it to the teller and I say, this is what I want. And it makes it so much easier for them. And it's also easy for me because now I know exactly where I'm putting all these when I come back with my cash. I kind of wrote this backwards from the way I wrote this, but it's fine. $100 or $100 bills, we have 1, and that'll be 100. And then $50 bills, we have 15, and that'll be 750. $20 bills, we have 10, and that'll be 200. No 10s, no 1s, and 1 5 for $5. I'll just do one last addition. So 5 plus 20, oops, 200 plus 750 plus 100 equals 1055. Perfect. Okay, so that's it. This is how I cash plan. And this is the next step for me to go to the bank, and then I will take out the cash and I will come back and we will cash stuff all of these into these envelopes for my second paycheck of August. And I'll be right back. All right, I am back from the bank and ready to do some cash stuffing. I took out $1,055, and the only thing is I did change up what I did with the bills. I initially was gonna do my husband's with just 50s and 20s, but then I changed it to add in some 10s and reduce the 50s. So you'll see that reflected here. I just realized on my cash tray down here, I'm filming in a different spot. So let me go grab that and I'll be right back. All right, so I've got my cash tray here. Let's see. I'm also doing this standing up. Usually I sit, but I kind of like standing. Let me just get organized here. We don't need the scissors anymore. All right, so let's give this a count to make sure we've got what we need. So I have one $100 bill. And we'll just kind of look through. I know she counted it for me, but at the bank, so that's what we picked. 13 50s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And then we've got 10 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 10 10s. 1, 2, whoops, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 5. And that makes $1,055. So let's get to stuffing. I'm actually going to keep this off to the side so I can remember where we're putting everything. So I think we're going to be in this binder first. So let's do this. All right, so the first one is gas. Gets 140, and I planned for a $100 bill and 2 20s. So that's 140. Now these are technically for September. So I am stuffing like ahead for the next month with this check. And so I won't use these now because these are for September, but I know that they're for September. So Chewy gets 55, so that's a 50 and a 5. Cat supplies. Amazon is going to get 50, which is the next one, 150. I actually need to pay this bill very soon, so I'm going to fold this knowing that it's for next month, but if I need it, we'll use it anyway. Then prescriptions gets 60. Let's see, I was going to grab a 50, but that is going to get 3 20s instead. So 20, 40, 60 for prescriptions. And this one goes into my wallet. So this will keep off to the side. Then husband gets 300, so that is going to be 2 50s, so 100. 5 20s, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and then 10 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So we should have 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, and 3. And here she has some leftovers because the month is not over yet. So I'm going to fold this and going to keep it behind. And actually, I like to, oh, I already separated this out because these are really going to go into my savings challenges. So just leave this in here for now. Okay, so there's that. And then groceries gets 400, and they're all going to be 50s. So 51, 52, 53, 54, 400. I was like, oh no. Yep, that's plenty. And I'm going to just put these all into, let's see. I never have a week 1 binder or envelope because I lost it. So I'm going to just put this all into week 2, because what will happen is when this month is over and I've spent out of all of these weeks, I'm just struggling with this phone. It keeps running out of space and then it stops filming me. So I think where I left off was I was explaining that I put all the grocery money for September in here, because what will happen is I will take the first week out, put it in my wallet, and then I will divide the last ones into the other envelopes once September hits. So we're good on that. And then the last one is household, and that gets 50. I'm not sure if that is in here or if it goes right into my wallet. So these 2 little piles of money are both going to go into my wallet, and 20, 40, 60. This is for prescriptions, and this one is for household. So unfortunately, even though I don't like to fold it, I'm going to fold both of these so that I remember they're for the next month. This is my everyday wallet. It's actually got a lot of stuff going on, but I just know this one is prescriptions. And household is this one because it's empty. And the folding tells me don't use it until the next month. While we're in here, I may as well do a little reorganizing, put these back into groceries. Perfect, okay. Little note here. All right, well, my phone definitely is not doing great on storage, so I think this is the sign for me to wrap this up. But I have done all my cash stuffing for my second paycheck of this month of August, and I'm good to go. These are mostly for September, but that just means I'm ahead of the game. So I hope that you will go back to my Dollar Tree haul part 2 if you haven't seen that one, and please enter my giveaway that closes on the 20th, and I'll see you in the next one.